everybody. I am headed out to do a little stealth truck camping tonight. What is stealth truck camping, you might ask? Well, basically it's me camping in my truck like I have done a little bit in the past with the added element of stealth. So like basically I'm gonna be going out to a Wal Mart parking lot and I'm gonna like just park my truck out there because I believe you're allowed to. I think they like allow, hopefully that AC is not too crazy loud in y'all's ears. Turn that down for you. Yeah, I think you're allowed to just like go out in Walmart parking lots and spend the night. I hope so. If not, I guess somebody will be knocking on my window telling me I gotta leave. And the goal is kind of to stay like as hidden as possible, basically to look like you're just a truck that's just sitting there and nobody knows that anybody's inside. So, you know, kind of not the normal thing that I do. It's almost like urban truck camping. Like if you were in an urban place, you would probably not want a lot of people to know that you were there. Like for example, I would normally, like if I was just regular truck camping, I would probably, when I was cooking my meal for the night, I would put my tailgate down and chop everything up and put a cutting board out and have all my ingredients out on the tailgate and cook everything kind of like right there on the tailgate if I was at a campground or like, you know, out in the open, stuff like that. But with stealth camping, like when you're in a more like crowded area, you really don't want like people knowing that you're planning on like staying there in the middle of the night, because they might like come back and try to rob you or something like that. Especially, you know, if you've got your tailgate open and they can see everything that's in the back of your truck, you might have some valuable stuff in there. I mean, anybody that's doing these type of videos has some sort of like video, audio, photography equipment, and that stuff is typically pretty expensive. So you don't really want people knowing, you know, what you got, all kinds of shit in the back of your truck, because they might try to take that. What up? I'm here. Yeah, so Walmart is still pretty packed right now. It is 7:22 if my clock's right. I'm not sure. This thing's, it's weird. Anyway, it's pretty busy still. I don't know when the best time to set up for something like this is. Like, do you want to wait till dark where people can't really see you as much? Or do you want to do it like now because like all these people are probably going to be leaving and they're not going to, like, they're not going to care what you're doing because they're not going to be here. I don't really know. I don't know what the best, I've never done this before, so I don't know what the best time to set up is. I am gonna have like these little, right here actually, shades. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna put those up right now. Okay. I got my little thing set up in stealth mode, black side out, so nobody can see in here. I could technically stay in the cab if I wanted to. These windows are tinted. They don't look like it obviously from the inside. The front window is not at all, but the side ones are tinted legally, of course. And one thing I love about this Ram truck that I never really got to experience before we had kids was this whole back seat actually like folds down flat. So, and there's like a little platform that folds out. Sorry about the dirtiness. That like folds out, and I am short. I'm only 5'4", so I could probably lay down on that and just sleep and be like perfectly good right here in the cab. But we have two car seats, as you can see, that take up everything, and they're a pain in the ass to put in and take out. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fold that down. And I got this cool cap now with a bed in it and all that good stuff. So that's where we're going to sleep at tonight. But you could, like if you had a, you know, second person or however many people, dogs or whatever, I guess you could leave in here. Yeah, so it would actually be kind of nice to try that. Maybe one day if I'm ever like gone for like a while, I'll try sleeping in here and seeing if I fit and seeing which one I like better. Take out those car seats in. So yeah, not stealthy at all, but we parked, just want to show you guys where I parked at. We parked at like the very back of the parking lot. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Like, I don't know if the cameras up front could really like see anything out here if something were to go awry, but I feel like there's gonna be a lot less traffic back here, so I don't know, I just felt like this would be the best spot. Y'all let me know, you guys that do this, what you think. Is it better to park like up front where there's security cameras and probably better lighting and stuff like that, but there's more traffic, or is it better to park back here where you may never be seen from again but there's not as many people gonna be like coming by that aren't looking for trouble. What do you think? All right, what is up, everybody? I am back. Went into Wal Mart, right behind me there. Just got some of these pure protein bars that I like. They're kind of expensive, but they're really good, and they're, you know, I guess better than like a regular candy bar. Or I've been getting these like Lara bars that I see are really popular with people who do this kind of stuff, but they're pretty much just like carbs, and they make me feel kind of funny. So they're not bad though. Like, they don't make me feel like bad or anything like that. I just feel like bloated after I eat them. So yeah, these pure protein bars are pretty good. So I just got one of those to snack on until dinner, which is gonna be one of these Mountain House. I think you can buy these right at Walmart actually. Chili mac with beef. I'm gonna be making that like right in here with my cooking stuff that's under my bed. Never had one of these Mountain Houses before. I think it's like freeze dried, so it's like completely like dry and small inside of here. But I've heard they're pretty good. I know that they're pretty expensive, but this was a gift, so I'm gonna try it out, see if I like it. Probably not a bad thing to have like a couple of these on hand if you're, especially if you're like living out of your truck. I want to make that disclaimer like right now, by the way. This is not, I might hashtag like truck life or van life or something like that, but I definitely do not live out of my truck. Matter of fact, I just saw this guy that I used to work with, and we stopped to talk for a little bit, and he was with his family and all that kind of stuff. And then like as I was coming back out to my truck, I saw them getting in their truck, and I like looked over, and I'm like climbing in the back of my truck. He's probably like, damn, like quitting his day job must have been rough on this guy. He's living out of the back of his truck now, or oh shit, he must have pissed his wife off or something like that. But I can assure you it's not like that. I haven't pissed her off. I'm doing just fine, and I am doing this for fun. And I don't do this every day, so I'm not, you know, if you're tuning in to like get tips for how to live out of your van to beat the system and save all your money and stuff like that, I'm not the guy for that. I just do it because I like to. But if you're like a weekend warrior type of dude, or I guess a little insane or something like that, and just like doing this kind of stuff, then yeah, check it out. Anyway, yeah, this is my little setup. I gotta figure out how to, oh, there we go. I can just tap the screen and it comes back on. So I got my little fan set up that I did a little video on before. I just bought this in Walmart actually earlier today. I wanted to bring some tape because there's like a little seam right up here where it's like open to the outside, which is nice because I'm actually getting fresh air from the outside. This isn't just blowing around like sweaty, stagnant air from inside of my cap. So this is all fresh air coming in. Hopefully the sound's not too bad on this. But I meant to bring some tape so I could close up this seam and also keep it from falling down. Like, I'm gonna be sleeping kind of like in the corner here, but I guess depending on how it falls, it could still crack me in the head in the middle of the night. But I forgot the tape. Actually, I've probably got some tape in here somewhere. I've got all kinds of shit in this truck. But yeah, I'll probably just leave it alone. Anyway, it's kind of like wedged in here with this sliding window, and hopefully that'll be enough to just keep it up there. So I got plenty of fresh air coming in and plenty of, like, you know, just airflow, circulation, whatever, ventilation in general from that. And I also have another one over here. Here's my 5 gallons of water. There's my little goodie bag with some beverages, both family friendly and adult friendly. I don't know the legality of that, actually. Like, I know you can't drink and drive, obviously, and I believe you can get like a small fine if you're a passenger in Maryland with an open container. But I don't know what happens if you're caught drinking a beer in the back of your truck. I don't know. Hopefully I don't have to worry about it. But I guess I should probably look into some of this stuff where I just wing it and get myself into potentially deep shit, right? I do have this window open right now, which is not very stealth, because if there was somebody parked beside me or walking their cart back, they could hear me, I'm sure. So they could hear my diabolical plan about escaping reality and staying in the back of my truck for one night. But I'm gonna close these at nighttime because if somebody were to want to break in here, they could like slice through this with a knife or something like that, and then I guess make a really big jump and get in. But also if I leave this open, they can just take their fingers and like push this back. But I don't think, yeah, it like locks shut. There we go. It like locks, so they can't push it now. I don't know if they can push it anyway. But yeah, I'm leaving this open right now just for ventilation. It's actually a nice night out considering it's August. I want to say it's supposed to get in like the low 60s tonight or something like that. Don't really know, but yeah, why is this other one not open? Let me do that. Oh, I closed it so people wouldn't be able to see me from the road because these back windows are tinted. They're not blacked out. I want to get them blacked out so like nobody can see in here, but they're pretty dark. They're like, I think they're the same tint. They look to be the same tint as my inside, like rear windows and front windows, which are illegal. This is really cool. Oh, somebody's at the car corral. I better be quiet. Oh no, they're way up there. They can't hear me. So this is pretty cool. So like, yeah, you can lock this back like window that opens up. You can lock that from the outside, but you can't lock it from the inside. I can lock it like that, but if somebody wanted to on the outside, they could just lift that handle up and pull this thing right open. There's no way for me to lock it on the inside. So my father-in-law let me borrow. I looked up a video on how to lock it from the inside. I guess there's like ones you can buy that are like 70 bucks or something like that you can lock from the inside, but no, I'm good. So basically you just take this little vice grip. Oh, I'm never gonna be able to do this with one hand, so be right back. All right, cool, it should be locked now. So basically you just put a locking vice grip like so right on there, because the way this works is there's like when you twist that thing, these little metal bars like come over another little metal patch, and it prevents you from being able to open it. So since you can't lock it from the inside, all somebody has to do is twist that thing. Well, now since this is blocking the metal from being able to slide, I can try to twist it. Don't twist. Ain't that cool? So yeah, now I'm like actually safe in here. Well, you know, relatively safe anyway. My lighting situation, by the way, that's something I want to talk about. So yeah, how do you light your truck while you're trying to stay secluded and you don't have blacked out windows? The answer to that is I don't know. I have a lantern. I have some like little, what do they call it, fairy lights that kind of go all around my truck. But like, I'm imagining you're gonna be able to see that stuff from the outside if I turn it on. So I mean, I will, just because I don't think like I'm in a really bad neighborhood or anything like that. But I mean, I don't know, aside from having like in the wintertime, I'm gonna put insulation up and you can't see through that. And then you can like limo tint your glass, but I would imagine, like, I don't know, like even with limo tint, I would assume if somebody had a lantern going on the inside, you would still probably be able to see like that there was a light on inside if you could like get lined up with one of the windows. So I don't know, I'm just gonna use a light as needed, and it's gonna be what's gonna be. Some people might know that I'm in here, and we'll have to deal with that when it comes. So yeah, I'm gonna chill out for a little bit and then probably cook some food up here in a little bit. So I'll be back. I'm about to cook my little Mountain House meal. Looks pretty easy. 2 cups of water, and basically you just like unzip this, pour it in, and let it sit for like 8 to 9 minutes, and then it says you can eat it right out of the bag. So yeah, we are going to get started with that. I do not have a measuring cup, but I cook enough to kind of sort of know how much 2 cups is, and if it's not enough or too much, then I guess we'll find that out too. 2 cups. This is ice water, so it's probably gonna take freaking forever to... who knows? Need to get a measuring cup. Put that on my list. Just to let you guys know, I do have like a lot of ventilation going on right now. So yes, I'm cooking with a combustion appliance right now, but I've got fresh air coming in from the outside. I've got 2 windows open, and then that one is open to the outside as well. So should hopefully be good. I have a carbon monoxide detector, which I should probably be using right now. But I think I'm all right. So, all right, she is now boiling. So I'm gonna kill the heat, and says very carefully pour the boiling water into this. Set it up here. It's a better idea. believe it said to seal it. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Okay, carefully add 2 cups of boiling water, stir carefully, and close. All right, here we go. Stirring it up. What's it say? Let me read while I'm stirring. Stir carefully. I guess so you don't puncture it. And close zipper. All right, now it says wait for 8 to 9 minutes. So I'll see y'all back in 8 to 9 minutes. Honestly, the Mountain House chili mac with beef is really good. I really like it. Looks like Walmart parking lot is starting to clear out now. I would imagine that, like a lot of the people that are still here, are probably employees that are not getting off work till 11. I did figure that out. It's 11, which is good. I'll probably cut everything off, all the lights off and everything like that, go back into like actual stealth mode instead of putting a big target on my head out here with all these lights on that I need for recording and cooking. I'll probably go back inside, use the bathroom, come back out here, shut it down. I'm gonna try to get all that done soon because this place is open till 11. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. The Summerfest is going on. The fireworks are right now, so I believe after that the Summerfest is done. Keep on moving, buddy. They're done, so I would imagine that this place is open till 11. Some people are probably gonna be coming from Summerfest out here to get their little last minute shopping and stuff like that done. So I would like to ideally finish this, go in there, use the bathroom, come back out here and have everything like blacked out by the time, you know, that last wave of people shows up. Looks like there's some people like hanging out. There's a couple little cars, like probably, you know, back in the day, I know we used to hang out like McDonald's parking lot and just like, you know, friends bullshit and stuff like that, street race and all that good stuff. So probably some people like hanging around doing that type of thing. I didn't die, so that's cool. I didn't get carbon monoxide poisoning. Yeah. Here is the parking lot. Try to stay relatively hidden. Not many people out here now. I'd imagine just some people getting their last minute things, and then like employees' cars. These are probably like employees' cars if I had to guess, parked way off to the side here. So yeah, I'm about to go in for a little bit, use the bathroom, and then I will be coming back into my truck and getting ready to go night-night. All right, we're back in the truck. I think I'm about to, got it all locked up for the night. So, gonna get ready to climb in bed here. Probably do a little surfing on the web. Maybe watch some YouTube videos or some reels or some other mind-numbing things to get ready for bed and end my night. So yeah, been pretty uneventful so far. No idea really like how many people have, like, I'm sure a lot of people saw me because I had all the lights going. I actually ran into a couple people when I went into Wal Mart, so hi, you know who you are. And briefly told them like what I was doing, but they're good people, so I don't have to worry about them grabbing a posse and coming back out here to get me. But yeah, I mean, nobody really like stopped and questioned me, asked me, you know, what I was doing or anything like that yet. But who knows? When the parking lot clears out, probably around 11:30, after they shut down all the cash registers and all the employees are leaving, I don't know if the police, you know, come by here and patrol or whatever. But like I said, I think I'm allowed to be out here. I'm quite sure that they allow RVs to come park here for the night. So I don't really know why it would be any different for trucks, but we shall see. So yeah, I'm gonna, unless something happens in the middle of the night or topic of conversation comes up, I think I'm about to cut these videos short for the night, and I'll report back to you guys in the morning. Cheers. Good morning, everybody. Just starting to wake up. It is 6:52. Slept pretty good last night. Wasn't really too much going on. There was a couple like little midnight lovebirds last night. There were some people picking up and dropping off. I could see people, you know, there was actually that truck that was parked right behind me, and I think some of the videos before, they were little discreet lovebirds, I guess. So that was kind of funny, like watching them interact for a little bit there. But yeah, uneventful overall. Nobody came knocking or anything like that. So about to get up and get moving here shortly, and pack everything up, throw my trash away, try to keep my truck as clean as possible, and get rolling and get on with the day. All right, we are all packed up and ready to go. Probably clean that up a little bit more later, but yeah, overall good night. Just have to remind myself to not drink out of that, because I had to go potty in the middle of the night and Walmart was not open, so had to use what I had on hand. Really did not feel like getting up, getting out of the truck, and I mean, there's really nowhere out here to go. Like, there wasn't anybody out here, you know, really walking around in the middle of the night. But I pretty much would have had to like go in one of these mulch beds or something like that anyway. So luckily I had that big water jug on me, and I just did that. But yeah, pretty uneventful night. Slept pretty good, honestly. Like that little mattress that I have in there is actually really comfortable. It's memory foam, but it's only 3 inches thick, so I was kind of like, I don't know how this is gonna go, but it's actually pretty nice. So about to go in here now, use the bathroom, blow my nose. I'm like congested for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, then I'm gonna come back out here, hop in the truck, and get ready to go back home. Headed back home. I just wanted to give you my overall thoughts on kind of like stealth camping versus tent camping, truck camping, yada yada. I will say that overall I didn't like it as much, just because you're a lot more confined to your space, which is uncomfortable. Like when I was cooking last night, you know, I'm in Denton, Maryland, so it's not a bad part of town. I could have got out of my truck and cooked everything on the tailgate like I normally did and not been in there the whole time, but I kind of wanted to give it like a fair shot at what I've seen people do with stealth camping before, where they're really trying to like not let anybody know that they're there, which I probably did an okay job of. I had some lights on and stuff like that, which they use too, but I think they all have like limo tent on their caps, so maybe you can't see it. I would think that you still could, but maybe you can't. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, just not a super comfortable place to be. Like when I was cooking, that was pretty bad. There was nowhere to move around, nowhere to put stuff, and the stuff I was cooking was super easy. All I had to do was boil water and then let it sit. So I can't imagine cooking like a real meal in there with the amount of space that I have anyway. There's like no headroom. You can't sit up on your bed. You have to like hunch over when you're sitting up on your bed, which is kind of uncomfortable, or like get off the bed and like sit on the floor, which isn't super comfortable either, because you're like, if you're sitting on your knees, well, that's my truck, the truck bed, the liner on it is like this, it's like plastic, like hard plastic, but it's like ribbed for your pleasure or something like that. And yeah, just not super great on the knees. So I've seen some people lay like mats down across the whole truck, so maybe that's something I could do. But overall, don't really plan on doing too much of that like urban stealth camping type of stuff. I know people who actually like live out of their vehicles are kind of forced to do that kind of stuff a lot. But yeah, I want to keep this like enjoyable and pleasurable, which I did have fun. It was cool. I had that, there was always that like element of kind of like trying to stay hidden. I felt, this is what it felt like, okay? For some of you older people, or maybe not so older people, I don't know. Metal Gear Solid. I got the feeling that I was like playing that game where you're like trying not to let the enemy see you or anything. Not that there was enemies out there, but you just kind of got like that feeling the whole time, like, ooh, I'm trying to be stealthy, sneaky, you know, and not be seen. So that's kind of like reminded me of playing Metal Gear Solid when I was a kid a little bit. But yeah, it was pretty cool. But I definitely think like the nature, where, you know, the nature type stuff, for one thing, you get like a better view than just watching random people walk around at Walmart. But you get a better view. you can get out of your truck more, or you don't feel so watching everybody that goes by and this kind of thing. But overall, it was pretty cool. I would definitely do it again, but I don't think it's going to make up like the majority of these videos. So anyway, hopefully that gave you guys some like tips, or see if you want to do it or not. Maybe that guys will sway you one way. But yeah, it was a pretty cool experience. I will say I would definitely do it again. So thank you guys for tuning in.